Hey guys, so I want to make a video about taking the intake manifold off. Now this is pretty easy once you get all the hoses disconnected out of the way. It's pretty straightforward. With this, I'm going to be taking the fuel lines with me and the coolant overflow line that's hooked to this rail system right here. I want to switch these hoses over to the new car. Obviously they're nicer and newer, so I'm going to be leaving this attached and taking it all off together as one piece. You got to take the throttle body hose off, obviously. Disconnect any vacuum lines underneath. On a stock car there's going to be vacuum block down here with a bunch of hoses. Take all that off. There's about 3 or 4 nipples on the bottom of this down here. Once you get all your vacuum lines off, you got 2 studs, one on each side of the block, and the rest are a 6mm or 5mm Allen head. I'm leaving the injectors in here and the fuel rail. You could definitely take this fuel rail off first to give yourself a little bit more room to access the bolts on the head. Gotta have a new gasket when you replace it. Don't try to use the old gasket. Make sure you clean the surface off really good when you install it, either on another car or if you install it back on this. Let's see. Yeah, it's pretty straightforward. You need a 10mm socket, flathead screwdriver, 5 or 6mm Allen head, some wire cutters, the basics. And one thing you got to be aware of is this harness stretches over here. So when you're taking this off, you definitely want to loop it through this harness as best as possible. So I got it all off. Right down there is the bolts I was telling you about. 5mm Allens, and then you got 2 studs with a 10mm nut on each side and the bottom. The reason I just took this manifold off is because I have these stainless steel injector cups on them, which are a good buy because the other ones are plastic and they tend to break and make the intake leak, even if they have a crack in them. So these stainless steel ones, they're gonna last you forever. I mean, they don't break. So they're about 80 to 90 bucks for the kit. That's a good buy right there. See how there's leftover gasket material still on the intake? You got to scrape that off and clean it up before you reinstall it. And this is the gasket right here. Let's get this shit off real quick. Let me show you. So that's the intake gasket. You can see it broke apart in certain places, came off. That's no good. While you have this here too, it's a good idea to check down in here, look at your valves, see if they're corroded, if they need cleaning, anything like that. And yeah, once you have the intake manifold off, you have access to all this down here, the breather, alternator, thermostat housing, all this stuff. So alright, well, I hope that helps. You got to take your manifold off, put it back on. Thanks for watching.